Hi, my name is Caroline. I'm a teacher here at Acta, and I teach creative writing and storytelling. So essentially, creative storytelling is founded on the idea of the hero's journey by Joseph Campbell. It was written actually in 1949, Hero with a Thousand Faces, and he identified that throughout history and throughout all the cultures, there is a monomyth. Essentially, all of our folklore and all of our myths follow the same basic structure. The hero, or maybe the protagonist, will go on an adventure. They will be receiving a call to adventure. They separate from the known world and journey into the unknown world where they face a lot of trials and challenges. They are forced to grow as they are encountering things they've never seen before. And ultimately, they will be returning back to the known world, but with new gifts and new knowledge and wisdom that they can share to their fellow people. Now, it might sound a bit big, but I found that this hero's journey is something that we see in everything around us, whether it's the movies we watch, the books we read, comic books even, video game stories. It is really seeping into our culture, and teaching kids this basic storytelling structure really enables them to relate to this overarching arc and see how conflict and challenges are actually ways that they can grow and the way that their heroes can grow. So with the students that I do have, we go over this basic structure, we put it onto a plot, and essentially they have the freedom to create whatever kind of hero they want to. And I encourage them to create challenges where the hero has to learn something new and bring it into the next challenge or the next one until ultimately facing the big battle or the big climactic moment. Ultimately, with the hero's journey, kids can see how this relates to their own growth and development in small ways and learn that not every hero succeeds throughout the trials, but every hero will learn something and ultimately be able to come back wiser and more grown from their journey. A big significant part of teaching the hero's journey to my students is that it enables them to really recognize pattern structure and metaphor and these motifs that keep coming up in our lives. And then they can approach really any storytelling or any writing that they need to do from a structural perspective and not get lost in the small details, but really understand what the journey is going to look like. This can help later on with analysis and reading fiction or narrative fiction, and just understanding the stories that we encounter in the world around us and what are they trying to teach us. There's always some lesson or there's always some valuable truth that many of the stories we have around us, whether it's something from Disney or Pixar, or if it's even young adult or adult movies, we have a lesson within it. Our hero is going to have to struggle, and our hero is going to have to maybe even refuse the call or back away because of fear, but the growth is by going through the fear, not running away from it. In writing, this allows them to think of very wild concepts. I have hamburger men who are running restaurants and girls who can talk to snakes, saving the world. But that's just the key to unlocking their imagination, and with the hero's journey, then they can really finish that story and see it all the way through because they know what they're trying to get to in the end. If this sounds interesting to you or you would like to learn a bit more about it, go ahead and please check out Acta Academy's line or Instagram or website to learn a little bit more. And I highly encourage everyone to check out Joseph Campbell's hero's journey to see how it relates to the stories we hear around us. Thank you. Bye-bye.